Hello, the Formless Collective Hive. I am so happy to be here, hence why I'm wearing one of my favourite colours, which is, for Bee Formless, it's the colour of joy, yellow. It is one of my favourite colours, and it has been quite a while since I last connected it with everybody here. The last time I engaged really was back in December of last year, and that was upon completion of my formless methodology series, and quite timely. It was all around active recovery, and then coming into the start of 2026, well, what a ride it is. It is being, it is the year of the horse. There is a lot happening, and for me, it's given me a bit of a chance to take a step back and just reflect and look at everything. And really intentionally, I have done that so that I can share more of the research and the insights that I have, gathered through all the conversations I've been having all around the world. It's been incredible. And so I really have just wanted to take that time. Sometimes we get so caught up in feeling like we have to be on, we have to be, performative, we have to be frequently, talking to everyone on social media. And I actually have purposely, chosen to take my time and decide when was going to be the right moment. And energetically, it felt like now. So here I am, and I wanted to say a big hi and hello to everybody. And you will get my post that comes as part of this. And I'm sharing with you that I am launching my next series, which is called Inside the Shapeshift. And from that, what I'll be sharing is a number of different, stories, and what I'm calling inflection points, or what I'm seeing, inflection points of what I'm seeing, and based on all the different conversations that I've been having with founders, CEOs, leaders, really interesting patterns are emerging from the various conversations. And so I really want to share with you what that looks like in terms of the insight. So the next series, which is launching this week, is called Inside the Shapeshift. Looking forward to sharing that with you. And then besides all of that, I really have continued to, go through the formless cycle myself, learn, unlearn, relearn, the ability to learn and release, let go of what's no longer serving me, to then move into unlearn, to continue to be formless, to reimagine, reshape, create what's next. And then, in the relearn is to really test and implement, and then also continuing to, ensure that I'm having that active recovery. So the time to just recalibrate, essentially. It's been a really interesting start for me to the year, looking at everything, and we are in such a world of uncertainty, and this is what it is. And so I think here is the opportunity to also reflect, and we can't control so much that's happening. And so we have a choice, and we can either choose to look at things from a doom and gloom perspective, or we can look at this and go back looking up. And I see it as that everything is up for grabs right now based on this new world we're in, and nothing has necessarily landed as yet. And so this in lies the opportunity to be able to then shape and shift how we want to go forward. I've also done a few interesting things in terms of sharing more around my own journey in life, leadership, and business. And I'll talk to you a bit about more of that. I'll talk more about that as I go through this next series. I'm not putting a time commitment on how often I'll be getting my, will it be weekly? I'm aiming for it to be weekly. It may not. Last year it was, I said it was going to be 12 weeks. I'm not putting a time frame around this series. I am excited to share it with you, and I look forward to giving you my first installment this week. I also just want to thank all the people that have been coming on to have these flow-driven conversations with me. I'm very grateful. I have a backlog that continues to be a backlog of all the content that I am getting out, but I assure you it is all coming out, and I am doing it in a way that works for me, so that, it enables me to really ensure that I get those clear patterns, and then what does it mean, and then how do we put it into making a difference in this world. So looking forward to connecting with you all again, and talk soon. Thank you.